There is a land vast and deep, a place where time itself seems to stretch and bend across 11 time zones. A land of quiet strength and resounding history. They call it Russia, but a name is just a word. To truly know a place, you must feel its heartbeat, listen to its stories whispered on the wind, walk the paths carved by generations. It's a story not just of czars and power, art, faith, the enduring spirit of its people, reflected in the very earth beneath their feet. The countdown starts now. Our journey begins in a city of canals and palaces, St. Petersburg. Here, on the banks of the Neva River, stands a building that is not merely a museum, a universe unto itself. At number 5, the State Hermitage Museum. Turquoise walls and gilded windows hold more than art. They hold the dreams of an empire, the ambition of a tsarina. It began with Catherine the Great, formidable will, clear vision. She started a collection of paintings, curiosities, masterpieces from across Europe, a cultural bridge, bringing the finest human creativity here, connecting East and West. From a private gallery to one of the world's largest, oldest museums, her legacy. Each room tells a tale, the stoic gaze of Rembrandt, the vibrant life of Matisse, the weight of Da Vinci, the passion of Michelangelo. Ancient dignity rests here too. The Hermitage is Russia's keeper of identity. Scythian goldwork of the steppes, delicate silks of the Orient. The building itself is a masterpiece. The Jordan staircase, white marble and gold. Each chandelier, each frescoed ceiling, each polished parquet floor. A stage for grand balls, political intrigue, and quiet family moments. Think of the hands that touch these walls. Tsars, empresses, revolutionaries, soldiers, scholars, schoolchildren. During the siege of Leningrad, curators sent millions of artworks to safety. Empty frames remained, a promise of return. 1 minute per exhibit would take over 11 years. A sprawling epic in marble, canvas, and gold. A place to get lost and find understanding. From Catherine's vision to guardian through war and revolution, the Hermitage lives on. We leave the imperial grandeur of the city behind and travel deep into the heart of Siberia. Here the land speaks a different language. Ancient winds, towering forests, profound silence. At number 4, Lake Baikal. So vast, so deep, so pure. Known as the Sacred Sea. The world's oldest lake, over 25 million years. The deepest, over a mile. It holds 1/5 of Earth's unfrozen fresh water. To the Buryat, Baikal is alive, an entity of power and wisdom. Shamans have long communed here, leaving offerings on Olkhon Island. Here the line between physical and spiritual feels impossibly thin. Over 80% of its species are found nowhere else. The Nerpa, the world's only freshwater seal, glides through its ancient depths. In winter, Baikal becomes glass. The ice so thick cars cross it, so clear you see into darkness. Methane bubbles trapped like abstract sculpture. The ice speaks, a deep, resonant language that echoes for miles. Around the lake, life is respect and necessity. In summer, boats seek omul, Baikal's own fish. In winter, holes in ice. By firelight, elders tell its moods. Prayer flags ripple gratitude into the wind. This is a cultural wellspring, shaping identity, belief, and life. Lake Baikal, the soul of Siberia, clear and deep. Some journeys are measured in miles, others in moments, and our next destination is both. At number 3, the Trans-Siberian Railway, a ribbon of steel stitching a continent together. More than a great train journey, it's a moving cultural corridor, a lifeline across Russia. 5,700 miles, 8 time zones, 7 days end to end, the longest railway on Earth. An epic feat of engineering, a declaration that no distance is too great, no wilderness too wild. Outside, the world constantly shifts. Dense forests yield to the Urals, then endless taiga, then vast steppes. Inside, strangers become neighbors, sharing compartments, food, and stories. A student from Vladivostok, a soldier to Siberia, a family spanning thousands of miles. Babushkas line the platforms, smoked fish, fresh berries, warm pirozhki, a taste of the real Russia. This railway carried soldiers to war, settlers in peace, and exiles in turmoil, a conduit for ideas, trade, hope, and sorrow. The drumbeat of the wheels marks a century of history, asking patience, teaching you to see scale not on a map, but in your bones. It connects west to the Pacific, and connects you to the land and its people. A journey across a country, and into its soul. We return to Moscow, the nation's heart. At number 2, St. Basil's Cathedral. So unique and vibrant it seems born of a Russian fairy tale. Its swirling domes are an icon. Officially the Cathedral of the Intercession, known to all as St. Basil's. Commissioned in the 16th century by Ivan the Terrible to commemorate victory at Kazan and Astrakhan. Not one church, but 9 chapels, each topped with a unique dome. Striped, geometric, twisted, joyful forms defying Western symmetry. Legends tell of blinded architects, likely myth, yet revealing its impact. A mosaic of influences, a bonfire reaching skyward. Echoes of northern wooden churches and vibrant eastern markets. Orthodox tradition meets folk artistry. Inside, a sacred puzzle box, narrow turns, floral frescoes, icons, intimate spaces for prayer. It watched czars crowned, parades through Red Square, survived Napoleon's fire and Stalin's plans, saved by courage. Its joyful colors meet the stern Kremlin walls. It represents belief, beauty, identity, enduring through empire, revolution, ideology. As sun sets on its domes, St. Basil's stands as a story of victory, faith, genius, and survival, a fairy tale in stone. We have arrived at our final destination, the epicenter of Russia, a fortress, a sanctuary, a seat of power, a public stage, a living museum, the beating heart of a nation. At number 1, the Moscow Kremlin and Red Square. Many towns have Kremlins, but none like this. 19 towers crown formidable red walls, a city within a city. For centuries, power flowed here. Grand dukes, czars, general secretaries, presidents, golden-domed churches where rulers were baptized, married, laid to rest, walls lined with saints and sovereigns. The armory dazzles, crowns, thrones, and the diamond fund's treasures, including the Orlov diamond. Outside lies Red Square, once beautiful, not red. For centuries, Moscow's main stage and marketplace. Here, proclamations rose, tanks thundered, rock concerts celebrated new eras. Icons ring the square, St. Basil's, the historical museum, GUM, and Lenin's mausoleum, once a global pilgrimage, now a debated memory. Stand here and feel history, monarchy, faith, communism, and capitalism, decrees, tanks, cheers, and the footsteps of millions. This place is alive. Our countdown has ended, but Russia's story has none. From the Hermitage's artistic soul to the Kremlin's political heart, we journeyed through more than stone, water, and steel. These places keep a nation's memory, symbols of spirit, grand stages of a 1,000-year drama. A country of 190 ethnic groups, of sprawling cities and tiny forgotten villages, of profound faith and groundbreaking science. Its depth is felt in quiet dignity, haunting folk songs, and enduring cultural treasures. To understand such vastness asks curiosity, patience, and a willingness to look beyond the familiar. This story is written daily, in power's halls, in artists' hands, and in people's hearts. The invitation to explore, to learn, and to understand is always open. The story continues.